closed and we'll get this one started.
Welcome to Glass House by Josh.ai, our 2025 demo experience. This room simulates a stunning 20,000 square foot home in Aspen, Colorado. The home is powered by Josh as the control system and equipped with Ketra lighting, Lutron shades, Ecobee thermostats, Sonos streaming with Origin acoustic speakers, TVs by Sony, video streaming through Apple TV and Roku, cinema content from Kaleidoscape, locks by Schlage, security panels by Elk, door stations by Doorbird, surveillance by IC Realtime, and much, much more. This extraordinary home isn't just about the devices, it's about the experience. AI is transforming every industry, and at Glass House, we're here to show you how an AI-driven smart home gives you superpowers to run a better business and deliver a more delightful solution for your clients. We're going to take you on a journey, exploring what the residents of Glass House get to enjoy thanks to the magic of Josh.ai. To get started, a member from the Josh team is going to welcome you inside Glass House.
Hey everyone, so that's me. My name's Alex and I'm a member of the Josh team. Thank you all for being here with us. So as you heard, Josh is infusing AI into everything from lights and music, scenes, but I want to start by showing you a little bit of AI with security. This is a fully operational room. The shades, the lights, the music. The only thing pre-canned is that video. So let me show you the first thing that someone experiences by ringing this doorbell.
Someone is at the front door. Give me a moment to look around.
Just a second here.
I see a room filled with people, most of them men, seated on a stage facing each other. A person standing seems to be addressing the audience. The setting suggests a formal event like a trade show or presentation. One visible individual has a graphic design on his shirt, possibly representing a company or organization.
So that is not pre-canned, that was not put in the system. It's using camera vision, we call it Josh vision, and it's letting us know what it sees. What we're doing with the door stations is pretty cool. It'll send your phone a push notification. We have two-way intercom, live video stream. You can announce in any room, so if you're in the kitchen cooking, you hear someone's at the door, maybe it's, two people holding a bottle of wine, it tells you what it sees, and you can then tell it to unlock the door. It also has great integrations with the Josh touchscreen. This is our brand new 10-inch wall-mounted black touchscreen, just announced at the show, shipping now. What's great about this touchscreen, I've got nice large cameras, easy music control. I don't have to pull out a phone if I want to just adjust my music and lights, and you see it's a really nice live stream. So at Josh, hardware is a piece of what we do, but AI is really, software is really at the heart of where we are. I want to show you our new operating system. We call it AI XOS, and it runs across all Josh products. But to get started, I just want to show you on the iPhone, which I'm going to switch to on the TV right over here. So this is a live view of the phone that I'm holding. I'll show you kind of bouncing up and down a little bit. So really quick, who here has experienced the Josh app and you've seen a little bit of what we do? Most of you, excellent. I'm going to show you that this is a completely reimagined app. We have changed almost everything in here to make it better by listening to your feedback and customer feedback. The first thing is we moved the nav down to the bottom. So it's easier than ever to just go between my areas, my devices, my scenes. And so that nav on the bottom is totally refreshed. We've changed the way that we do voice commands. So for example, if I say, what time is it? So just a simple one, it's a little dialogue on the bottom, it feels a lot more modern. If I tap on the knobs on the top, simple little dialogue boxes that pop up. So the idea is that the app is really modernizing in line with what you see from Apple's iOS 26 and some of the Liquid Glass stuff. Now, below this, you'll notice we have scenes on the home screen. This is brand new. We never used to do this. You can now pin any scenes right on the home screen, as well as any other devices. So we've chosen a few different devices to pin here, and the idea is that you can pick right away what you want. But unlike other control systems, when you do some of this, the home screen gets busy. We put all of it really below that fold. So when you open the app, it's nice, you see what's active on the top, and then you just scroll down to get to the devices you want. So to show you how some of this works, there's a shade behind me, I can easily slide it up a little bit, and we see the shade going up. I can just swipe that down, so it's a really easy interface for controlling using the GUI. I can do the same with lights. We have a brand new lighting controller, so if I go and adjust this top lamp over here, maybe give it some color, we can see it's really easy to adjust that using the brand new lighting controller from Josh. I can now do the same thing with the bottom one, maybe we'll set it to a different color. And so the idea is that you can very easily go and adjust that. We'll make it kind of like a blue and purple, just to make it, kind of set the ambiance. So we made it really easy to control all the different devices, the thermostats, the music players, everything that we've got. But the last one I want to show you is what we do with cameras. We've started a new partnership with IC Real-Time. Their camera's going to be available right in the Josh store, and they'll come pre-configured with the settings that work best for Josh. So to show you an example, this is the camera facing outside. Unlike other systems where it's that JPEG updating that's kind of spotty, in this case it's real-time camera streams. Whether you're local or remote, it's a really nice smooth camera. So you can see people walking around, and all of that again ties into the Josh Vision. I can ask it, what do you see happening in the backyard? What do you see happening in the driveway camera? And it's able to tell me what it sees. So we're very excited about the camera side. The next thing I want to show you is we've reimagined the way we do areas. If you use the Josh app right now, you know we have a tile for every device. It gets a little bit busy. We had people say, how can we make that simpler? How can we make it a little bit more minimal? Now we kind of group it together like what we do on the touchscreen. There's one tile for the 12 different lights, one tile for the 2 different shades. If I want to go into the lights, I can always go in and expand them, but the nice thing is it makes this page a lot cleaner. And with this, I just want to show you one thing that we do in the areas view that I think is kind of exciting. So we saw that we can control each of these loads independently. These lights are not grouped together. How many of you have experienced popcorning with Josh or other systems before? Most of us, right? Popcorning is annoying and it lowers the experience. We worked really closely with Neutron to make sure that we have absolutely no popcorning. So if I go into my group lighting controller, right now that's a blue, that's like a pink, the ones up here are white. If we just want to make the whole room blue, there's absolutely no popcorning. If I want to set it back to white, immediately it's back. It syncs in real time. Getting rid of popcorning was a big part of the back-end work that we've been doing. So we showed you rooms, we showed you cameras, we showed you a bunch of things. The next exciting feature is what we do on scenes. How many of you create scenes for customers on systems? Good morning, good night, most of us, right? When we looked at Josh deployed systems, about half of them have 0 scenes created. And we wanted to know why. They're super easy in Josh, there's nothing hard about it. Well, you have to go talk to the client, find out what they want, do it back and forth, often go on site. We said, let's make this better. So if I go into our scenes and say create a new scene, Josh is now going to recommend scenes for the system, and it's recommending these based on what devices you have and what rooms you have. But it's not just recommending the names of the scenes, it's recommending the actions you're going to take as well. So it's going to say for the good night scene, I'm going to turn off the lights, I'm going to lock the door, I'm going to turn off the music. It's recommending what it thinks is going to make sense. You can obviously then go in and make changes, but it gives you a one-click button to make scenes pretty quickly. So we thought, that's pretty cool, that's going to be helpful, but what if I want a scene that's not recommended? Well, we do a lot with AI. I want to show you an example of what we can do to use AI to create a scene on the fly. To show you it's not pre-canned, I need a little bit of participation from you guys. So let's say that we want to entertain a client that's visiting from out of the country. Someone give me a country out of the US that we might want to build this for.
Italy.
Italy, excellent. And let's say we want to have a coffee with them, a lunch, a dinner. What's like a time of day thing we'd want to do?
2 p.m.
Or like a meal, like a dinner or lunch or something. Or we can say 2 p.m. That works. We'll go with 2 p.m. We'll see what it does. And then someone give me a mood. Do you want it to be relaxing, energetic? Like how do we want them to feel? Comfortable. All right, so we've got Italy, 2 p.m. and comfortable. So we're going to just ask Josh to create a scene for that. Create a scene where I have clients visiting from Italy. They're going to be coming over at 2 p.m. I want them to feel comfortable and to have the house ready for them. So we just tell Josh what we want. It's now going to look across what rooms I have, what devices I have, what I asked for. And this could be like a kid's play date. It could be, a dinner, it could be whatever. So in this case, the Italian elegant scene creates an ambiance perfect for entertaining Italian clients. The living room is going to be set with vibrant art lighting, Italian news, classical music, the ambiance, blah, blah, blah. If I tap show scene, it goes all the way and actually generates that scene for us. It's going to show us it was created by me. On the top, AI generated a photo for that, so it's going to look nice. And this is showing all of the actions it's going to take. But if I said, I want to make it a little bit different, it has music going to 40%, maybe that's a little too loud, I can tap in there, change 40%, maybe we'll say 30%. All of this is meant to be adaptable. The idea is it gives you a head start, and then you fine tune. It even gives me voice triggers if I want to voice command that scene, so I can go and say, Italian visit, Italian guest, that's going to kick this off. And it even gives a custom response, welcome, enjoy the Italian ambiance. I can then go and say, let's pin this right to my dashboard, and now right on that new home screen, I've got our Italian elegance right there, easy to press. So again, we're infusing AI into security, lighting, music, scene creation. It's kind of a part of the whole system to make it really easy for you to get systems up and running and customized quickly. I'm just going to delete that real quick so I don't forget about it later. And then I want to transition to the last exciting update that we have to show you today. So one of the most requested products that we've had for a while now is a very simple hard button remote. This screen is showing you some of the renders of the product that we have called Josh Edge. This is just going to an Apple TV, which we'll talk about in a second. But over here I've got an actual Josh Edge product. Many of you might already have pre-ordered this. We're planning on shipping this year, probably October or November, so it's getting close. The box is going to be a little bit smaller than this. This is kind of an early box, but the idea is that it's a really easy unpackaging, and this is the product coming off of the production tool. We're still fine-tuning some of the firmware and getting all the testing done, because we want to make sure that when we ship this, it's going to work perfectly. But this product is a really beautiful aluminum body. It feels great. It's lightweight, magnetic charging. The battery lasts for months, but it's a simple hard button remote. The top 6 buttons are all fully configurable. You can have those buttons run a scene, like the Italian scene that we just made. It can launch something on the TV, or it can run a device. Out of the box, these are the 6 that come with it, because our data shows these are the 6 that are most common. Top left is lights. If I tap that button, we're going to see the lights toggle off. Tap that again, we see them come back on. You can have a single tap, a double tap, or a long hold. Second one I tap is shades. We're going to see the shades opening up. So the idea is that you can have the top of these buttons run anything in a room that makes sense. Maybe you have a fireplace, maybe you have a fan, maybe you want to have some scenes like relax, entertain, etc. You set those up on the top. On the bottom is TV control. I press back, I scroll around, very quick, very responsive. The buttons feel great. I can launch into Netflix. Really easy to use. I've got volume on the side, and then I can turn off the TV using the power button. If there's anything that you don't have a button for, this voice button has the same capability of AI XOS I showed you in the app. So I can say, set the lights to 4,000 Kelvin, watch Apple TV, turn on subtitles. You have all the Josh capability right in that product. So we're really excited about this. It's going to be shipping soon. So that's all the stuff that we have to show you today. I'm going to have Josh just give us a quick recap as we close this out.
From Josh Vision with the door station, to the amazing new updates with AI XOS, and of course the unlimited potential we showed with Josh Edge, there's so much to love about Josh AI. This concludes the demo, but outside we have more to experience, and the Josh team will be happy to take any questions you might have. Thank you so much for joining us in Glass House by Josh.ai at CEDIA 2025.